You've created a form in MailerLite, and now you want to put that form on your WordPress site. How do you do that? You have three different options. So I'm looking at the MailerLite screen right now, and this is a form I created in a previous video tutorial. Your three options are either number one, you can manually adjust the header and or footer code files of your theme. I don't recommend you do that unless you have some coding background or you have been working with websites for a while and you're comfortable playing with those files. Your second option is if you are using Elegant Themes or the Genesis framework, those two have built-in features that allow you to plug in header information. Makes it much easier. Your third option is to use a plugin. So I'm not going to show you the manual approach. I'm going to give you some recommendations for plugins, and then I'm going to show you from a particular theme. So for a plugin, this is what I suggest you try. It's called Insert Headers and Footers. It's created and supported by WP Beginner, which is a very reputable site online. They provide a lot of tutorials, a lot of information, very well known. And if you scroll down, you can look and see they have over 900,000 installations. A lot of people are using this plugin, and it's free. So that's a great option. However, I actually use Elegant Themes, so I have a built-in option, and that's what I'm going to show you in the tutorial. So if we go back to MailerLite, here's the form I created in a separate tutorial. Scroll down, and you'll see a lot of information here under the Embed Form into Your Website section. And it's all a little bit intimidating if you're looking at it for the first time. That's okay. We'll take it one step at a time. The first thing you need to understand is that there are two different elements displaying here. So you have three different sections. And within the sections, it's broken down into generic code and form-specific code. So specifically, if we stay on the JavaScript snippet, there's a little section here that if you read the description, it identifies this is a one-time only snippet. So basically, you're going to take this code snippet and you're going to plug this into either your plugin if you're using one. I'm going to show you how to do this within Elegant Themes. You put it where they recommend, which is on every website right before the closing head tag. So that means it needs to be in the header. How do you do that? You simply go to the section of code. You copy the code to clipboard. Now I'm going to my WordPress site. And I am looking at my theme. So I'm using Elegant Themes. Within Elegant Themes, I've chosen the extra specific theme as opposed to the Divi theme. Those are the two most popular. Regardless of whether it says extra or Divi here, you want to go to Theme Options. Once you're in Theme Options, you're going to go to Integration. And that's the page you're looking at right now. Scroll down a little bit and you'll see Add Code to the Head of your blog. That is your header. So that code that was copied here, you want to paste that into your header. And you can see I've already done that. So I'm not going to paste it twice, but you can see literally it's copy paste. And you scroll down and you save changes. That's it. If you're using Elegant Themes or Genesis Framework, you literally plug in that code snippet into the built-in features section. You save your changes and you don't have to think about it again. That's one really great reason to consider choosing Elegant Themes or Genesis Framework if you decide to use a paid premium theme in your WordPress. And of course, I'm going to recommend Elegant Themes because that's what I use, and it's really user-friendly. It has amazing features, and why wouldn't you want to use that? All right, that's how you plug that in. I'm going to have a separate video where I talk about the individual code and how to plug all of that in. So again, 3 choices. Manually update code files. Don't recommend that. Get yourself a plugin to add to your WordPress site. And for that, I suggest the Insert Headers and Footers plugin by WP Beginner. And the third option is to choose a theme that provides that feature built in, which is either Elegant Themes or Genesis Framework. I am all in on the Elegant Themes, so that's my recommendation.